Well, hello YouTube. Remember last time I got poured on out here? Well, it's raining again, so I put plastic over my camera and hope that I'm just gonna try to see if I can operate the camera through the plastic bag. I did see some bucks bedded with does today, so that may mean that they're locked down and not traveling very much, but a guy that I talked to yesterday said that he saw a 10-point across the road near the travel corridor that runs by my stand. So I'm gonna see if I can wait a few more minutes, maybe for about 10 more minutes, and see what happens. I see on the radar just one more cell that looks like it may be pretty bad, but then after that there's nothing. They're forecasting that it's going to stop raining in an hour, which would put it at about 5 o'clock, which is the time that the feeder goes off, and that's the time I'd want the does to come. And if the does come, then the bucks will follow them there. So also I'm going to work those scrapes again. If it's not raining too bad, I'm going to work those scrapes again and freshen up the sin on those 2 scrapes that I made. And that'll give me a place where they'll stop so I can get a shot. Here we go again. Got a mock scrape right there. And over there, on the other side of the feeder, I got another one. So, this should be going off pretty soon. I just checked the radar again. It says 50 more minutes of light rain. But it doesn't seem like that's right. I looked at the radar myself and it looked like that it was about to be over. So maybe it's developing right over me. Maybe that's why, or maybe their forecast was off. But real-time information looks like it's about to end soon, so that'll be good. It's starting to get dark. I haven't seen anything. I thought I heard some walking through. To my left, and then I saw squirrels, so I guess it was squirrels and not deer. I've been calling occasionally to try to provoke something to come in for a fight, but if they're already on the other side of the road, then I may catch them coming back through right before dark. The ones I saw locked down were across the road. And there's no reason for them to come over here. They can get corn on that side too. Some people are feeding in their yards. I study deer a lot, as you probably know if you know me. But what happens this time of year is the shorter days, the shorter daylight hours is what causes the chemical change in the does to go into estrus. So when they go into estrus, it would be like really local, regional pockets. Like if I had an area of woods like I'm in right now, they'll go into estrus sooner because they automatically have less daylight hours. It's not a whole lot of difference, but it does make, more than you would think. But at the ranch, for instance, there's hardly any big trees. And so it's also, right next to the desert. So they don't get a lot of cloud cover either. So those does go into estrus a whole lot later. So when people talk about the chase is only actually a 24-hour period, and that is she's in estrus, but she's not ready to breed until the second 24 hours. And then the third 24 hours, she's still ready to breed. And then by day 4, she starts to not smell as good. And so he'll move on to another doe if there's one that hadn't been bred that is in estrus. But they're pretty close to the same. In this area, there's a whole lot of does and very few bucks compared to the number. So let's say they all come into estrus pretty darn close to the same time. Well, he'll breed her. He'll chase her for the first day. He'll breed her the second and third day, and then on day 4 he leaves and goes to rework his scrapes and stuff. But there may not be any does on their second or third day. So what he'll do is he'll still work scrapes and kind of keep carving out his territory, but it may be the next month when the does will cycle again, and a whitetail doe will cycle about every 30 days, I think it was. It was 28 to 30 days, somewhere around in there. But anyway, it's pretty much every month until they're finally pregnant that they would go into estrus again. So their cycling starts with the low daylight hours, but then they'll cycle again and again and again, month after month, until the bucks finally get all the does bred. So that's why you'll hear about a second rut, and that's actually not good for the deer because it puts a lot of stress on them. Having 2 ruts, that means they have to defend their territory for longer and they have to fight off other bucks. So anyway, I thought I'd explain that a little bit. It's actually, the doe only is gonna cycle for 3 days. And the first day is just the chase day. This is October 29th. So if you watch this video and you're in East Texas, you can mark your calendar. Mark it for 28 days out. And then you go in the woods 28 days after now and find you a scrape and hunt it. And then when the doe comes, shoot her, but don't get out of the stand, stay in the stand, because a buck is coming. But knowing that it's the rut today, and you can mark it exactly on your calendar when you expect the chase phase to start again, and that can really work to your advantage. Well, that's it. It started pouring down rain when I was getting out of the stand. So hopefully, I know there was a guy I ran into that does some maintenance on the roads in the area, and he said that he had seen the buck on Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday is the 4th day. So Thursday he should be cruising again, and so hopefully I'll finish work in time, and hopefully I can catch him coming through. I know where he's bedding, but there's no way I can hunt the spot that he's bedding in the neighborhood that we're in. So anyway, that's a wrap for the night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you Thursday, hopefully.